Hi folks, you may be able to see a bit of a yellowish cast to the air at the moment. That's not just post-processing or bad white balance, that is actually what the light is like at the moment. Apparently we're experiencing something that happens after the tail end of a hurricane. It's called Hurricane Sun. I was quite disappointed to discover that I don't own any songs called Hurricane Sun, because it feels like it ought to be a song title, right? So that explains why we've been having such warm weather for October the last few days. It explains the weird light quality today and the fact that the sun actually looks red when it pokes through the clouds. I figured what better time to talk about my favourite song from the album Blues for the Red Sun. This is an earlier Kyuss album than the one I bought earlier this year. This is from the early 90s, and it's the point where their sound really started to gel together and turn into just that unique, amazing, deep, bassy sound they have. Kyuss are the band that Josh Homme was in before Queens of the Stone Age, so this is where he picked up his tendency to run guitars through a bass amp, and I mean the bass sound itself is incredible. It creates this amazing, just epic, like bottomless heavy sound, which I absolutely love. Freedom Run is by far my favourite track on the album. As I said, this is a bit of an earlier on in their career, so not everything on the album quite finds its mark for me, but Freedom Run is just perfect. It's got all the sort of psychedelic noodly bits at the beginning, which then sort of build to a head, and then the riff kicks in, and then it builds and builds again until you've got that real thunderous Kyuss sound. With a lot of psychedelic and stoner rock, there's a lot of noodling to no real intent, whereas with this song it's all about the build-up, and then it kicks into a really good solid song, which I really enjoy. Freedom Run's probably my favourite Kyuss song of all. It's a little hard to tell. On the subsequent two albums, Welcome to Sky Valley and The Circus Left Town, and The Circus Leaves Town, they really polished up their sound and got it spot on, and also the songwriting is a bit more consistent. Sky Valley is definitely my favourite album, but Freedom Run really stands out as just like the top track from Blues for the Red Sun, which is about here somewhere. It seems to have gone behind some slightly more conventional clouds now, but it's there somewhere. You may have noticed that I'm wearing a lapel microphone. I'm not using the lapel microphone because it turns out that I don't have quite the right kind of adapter to plug it into this camera at the moment. This would probably have reduced the wind noise quite a lot, but I'm having to use the usual shotgun mic, which is a very good quality microphone but doesn't deal quite as well with wind. Apologies if the sound quality is a little bit off. We're testing out some different ways to work out what's the best way of doing these outside vlog videos, but definitely next time I use this I'll have the right kind of adapter and it should be much better sound. Looks as though light quality is changing back to normal now, and it might even start to rain in a bit, which would be nice if we could ease a bit of that pressure. So I think I'm going to call it there for now. Bye!